today we got a loaded docket, man. We got to dive right in here. If y'all done been on social media, there's been a clip going around that we've been sent probably 400 times.
That's real.
Throughout this week, it's in regards to I Am DeVale and his wife Kadena. They were having a real detailed discussion about monogamy 10 years into a relationship. So we just gonna play the clip and get y'all boys' responses on this.
I am not allowed, based on our marriage laws and the contract we've signed with each other,
right,
to have sex with anybody else.
Right.
So these urges that come, I have to share them with the one person I decide to spend the rest of my life with.
Right.
So that brings me back to my soundbite.
Okay.
Right. I don't understand, and this is what we can discuss as a woman, because I don't want to say it's a man versus woman thing, but a lot of women do complain, oh, my husband's always on me. Why is he always on me? If sex is going to be a chore for you that you don't really want to do, why do women constantly push monogamy on men? If you know that you don't want to have to deal with him all the time just wanting you, why do you push monogamy on men?
Well, who's to say I pushed anything on anybody? Like,
well, we know that you pushed monogamy on me.
I pushed monogamy. I forced you to get married to me?
Time out. I didn't say you forced me to get married, but did you not say to me that you wanted to be engaged and you wanted to be married before you lived with me? You didn't say that?
I want $1 billion. That don't mean I'm going to get it. I can want something,
asking,
but not...
You right now, you're dodging the question.
Nobody pressed you to do it. Yes, is that something I wanted? Yes, it was. But... You
didn't press me to... Are you going to lie now to the people because we're talking about sex?
DeVale,
you're going to lie now to the people?
DeVale. Knowing...
Kadeen, you didn't want monogamy?
Of course I did.
So then why are you avoiding the question?
That's not avoiding the question. I'm saying, does that mean because I wanted and I requested that you were going to deliver it? Like, nobody pressed you for that.
Let's stop right there. Just listening based on that clip thus far, do y'all feel like she pressured him?
Yes.
Elaborate.
You know what I'm saying? When he first mentioned it, she gonna mention, I forced you to marry me. Like, bro, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
She was deflecting like a mother.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You know what he was asking off the rip. You knew exactly what he was asking, and you deliberately dodged him because you wanted to get defensive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He just talking about what's real. Y'all been married for a while, so whatever's real is what's real. And he had to drag it up out of her.
Literally.
He had to drag it up out of her, dog. Like, women be wanting a nigga to do all this shit here. Like he say, sex is it becomes a chore. Mm-hmm. Like for men, like you shouldn't do that to your man, especially if you married to this man. That ass should be coming off whenever y'all can get it off.
Especially when you don't ask for much.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. All the bills taken care of. I can care less how they getting taken care of. Everything taken care of. Y'all ain't losing shit. Y'all ain't goddamn stressing that night over losing nothing and all that shit, man. Come off that ass, bro.
The least you can do.
Yeah, the least you can do.
Head, something.
I'm dealing with these heathens on my back out here, man. I need to make sure I'm getting this ass out here. A healthy dose of ass. So I ain't got to be tempted out here.
OT, do you feel like she pushed him into marriage? Just listen to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because especially like listening to the full clip, he was talking about how, like, for example, when he did get engaged, she said within a year she wanted to be married. So while
you jumping ahead, just based on that small clipping.
You're right. Yes. Period.
Yes, you feel like
yes. That's how it is. Yes.
I agree. I think it was a lot of passive aggressiveness in that. You know, women, we done spoke on this before. We felt like most women push men into marriage. It's just what it is. An ultimatum is pushing somebody.
Facts.
If you don't do what I want you to do, I'm leaving.
Exactly.
That's pressure. That's not, that's not okay. Well, let's talk about it and see, and then maybe we can do. No. You presented it to this man like, hey, look, I want to get married. I don't want to play house. Either you marry me or I'm leaving.
Exactly, and then you gonna get engaged to me. Well, I ain't gonna spill that yet. We're gonna get to We'll get to the next one.
All right, man. We're just gonna play a little bit more.
But it's not. But she didn't force him to get married.
No,
so yes, she didn't force him to get married. Is it pressure? Absolutely.
But she forced monogamy on him.
They didn't talk about it though. They probably didn't talk about it. That's something that's hard to talk about women in general.
But that's what he was trying to squeeze up out of. So you didn't force that up out of it? Yeah. You didn't force that on me?
And then she veteranly finessed, dodged that.
Yep.
And then started arguing a point that he wasn't debating.
It happens all the time.
But okay, let's listen a little more.
request, is the request going to be granted?
Am I
That's
not?
up to
Am
you,
I?
bro.
Am I not granting you monogamy?
You are granting it to me.
So this is my question.
Look
This
at
is
you
my question.
always. Look at your boy. Look at your boy.
This is my question. If you wanted monogamy,
Okay.
why would you want monogamy if sex is a chore for you? That's the question. You're avoiding the question.
I'm not avoiding the question, but at first you said women, or in general me specifically, are pushing monogamy on somebody. Okay, yes, that's something that I wanted, but I didn't press you for it and be like, DeVal, I'm gonna hold a gun to
Time
your
out.
head to propose to
So
me.
time out. Do women-
Also, let me finish. Also, I don't feel like I was adequately prepared for marriage. And I've said that before, because if I knew that marriage and monogamy was going to involve me trying to meet you where you were at sexually for years to come, then I probably would have reevaluated it if I wanted to be monogamous anyway.
So that's fair, but we're not even talking about
Let's stop it right there.
Why she lying?
Let's stop it right.
That was all talk. That was all talk. She was backed in the corner, so she had to say some fly shit. Cause she'd have came out with that. She'd have led with that. She'd have led with some fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. If I would knew it, you knew. You knew. You inspired to be married. You knew you wanted to be this forever. You just didn't know your man was gonna want to fuck you down every day. That's what you didn't know. You thought it was gonna die down after a year or two. I'm still here 8 years strong. The dick on hard every day. Is you with it or not? That's what happened. And that's what happened, dog.
Waking up in the morning, just
Yeah.
you know what time it is.
I ain't gotta pee. I'm trying to get it home.
Look here, man. I think she telling bold-faced lies. When you sign up for marriage, we talking about forever. We talking about lifetime. We talking about this is the man that you're going to be with for the rest of your life. When y'all was in that talking stage, y'all didn't just meet, go on a date, and get married. No. Y'all was talking for a while. So you got to know what his sexual appetite is. So what the hell did you think you thought that was going to die down when he got married? No. That's what it was before you joined into this marriage. So that's what you should expect after you marry him. So for you to sit here and say, well, if I would have knew that this is what I was looking forward to after I got married, then I wouldn't have done it. No. That's not true. That's a bold-faced lie. You knew what you was getting into, but you thought, okay, look, let me just marry this man, get this over with, and then I'll be able to dictate how shit is gonna go, and he just gonna go along with it. That's what you thought. But then when he started demanding it, and it's like, wait a minute, I ain't, you know what I mean? No. You knew what you signing up for. That's the thing. That's what be making me mad. It's not taking the accountability.
She was
But then they gonna say something contributed to that. Was it kids? Was it he not doing what he needs to do at home? Like, sometimes they're going to tell you, well, I don't want to say sometimes, many times they're going to tell you that it's reasons behind the sexual decrease in their appetite.
And then I would reply. I would say, okay, kids, this, that, and the third. So can I make less money as a man? Can I pay less bills? Because now kids stressing me out now.
That's real.
You know it ain't the
Can I not pay this car note now? Because this kid she on my last goddamn nerves. I don't really want to pay as much as I was paying when we was in the dating stage, when we first got married. When I was paying all the bills. Because this dude was in the NFL, so he paying all the bills. So now that we done had kids, can I shorten my contribution load?
Hell no.
Okay then. So what the hell are we talking about here?
That's fucking nuts, bro.
You already know. It's just when women already feel a different level of entitlement anyways in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things always lean towards that way. That's just what it is. So
Which is
that's
what makes me mad.
She
Exactly.
thought
That's
the
just
sex
another
was gonna
thing.
die down. That nigga said nope.
I don't even think that. They just I don't think they understand the importance of sex for us.
I think they do. They just don't care.
That's true too.
I think they do. They just don't care. But we gon' because I'm gonna unpack that shortly. But we gonna play a little bit more of this.
And I probably would have reevaluated it if I wanted to be monogamous anyway.
So that's fair, but we're not even talking about marriage. Let's even talk about dating, right?
Okay.
Two people are dating. Typically in society, who asks for exclusivity first, a woman or a man?
I would say a woman.
Thank you. That was my whole point. See, you were going all over the place. If women typically ask for exclusivity first, then when they get exclusivity, say, he always on me, he always want to have sex. Why are we asking men for exclusivity if we do not want to participate in sex at the same level as men? We have to think about what that does to a man. And I don't think that that's being, that conversation is being had.
Okay, I agree. And that part I agree with, yes. That women are typically the ones that will ask for the exclusivity. I get that, yes. But what I'm saying is, me as a woman, I don't think that I was necessarily prepared or in the mindset to know that. It's almost like once you get into it, then you're like, oh shoot, like this is what I'm going to have to keep up with.
I get that.
Us speaking as 36-year-old people know that now. Had I known that at 26,
I get that.
I would have to contend with that. Even in the dating realm, then it might have been something I would have reevaluated.
So now let's go back to what you asked me. You said to me, you never pressured me to get married. In 2007, we were living together, right? You said you no longer wanted to live with me and shack up with me because you wanted to be my wife, not my girlfriend.
Right, because I wanted to know where the relationship was going.
That don't sound like pressure to you?
It sounds like me voicing where I see my life going. It sounds like me saying, this is what I would like. You can decide to meet me there. If not, we can reevaluate what exactly we're doing.
Okay.
Stop it right there. What does that sound like to y'all?
That sound like I am gone. She tricked you. That's what happened. She finessed you into marrying her. For real. Because she was going to be there regardless. That's fact. She was going to be there regardless. But she just put the move on you to see what you was going to do. And you did it.
Yep. Did exactly what she wanted you to do.
You did exactly what she wanted you to do, bro.
It's gonna be good. I think what she says there is a microcosm for how a lot of women think. A lot of women are selfish going into marriage. Just like she said, like, this is what, I assume going into this. I expected this. I expected things to be this way. I expected things to be that way at a certain point in my life, going along here. Not once did she mention that man's feelings or what that man would want.
At all.
It's always about what the woman wants. And that's why I always say relationships are biased toward women. And when I say that, they look at me like I'm crazy. No, the whole dynamics of a relationship is the man meeting you, the man taking care of you, the man meeting all your needs. She got to going into what how she expected her life to go up until that point. But it's like, okay, cool. But when you sign up to be in a marriage, you're not signing up to be in it just for you, just for what you can get out of it.
This ain't for fun.
Right. It's about what that man can get out of it as well. So, like, you felt like you was the only one sacrificing something or to be in a relationship or what? Like, your goals or intentions is the only thing that matter in this situation?
Yes. It's supposed to be two gathered to become one. But they still want to be separate.
Right.
Do their own. Now, I want to do their own thing. But again, it's about them. Holidays, of course, birthdays, major events, all that stuff. It's always about them.
She finessed that man. Then she say they was 26. They was 26. Bro, y'all not kids, bro. You knew exactly
That's what I'm saying. You 26, you know better.
Like, you knew exactly what the fuck it was.
But again, women don't think. And that's another reason why I feel like it takes men longer to get married. Men understand the totality of marriage. Women got this ideal, this fantasy. Oh, it's gonna be so perfect. We're gonna have this grand wedding, and oh my God, we're gonna live forever, be happily ever married. No, that's not what it is. And I'm not even married, and I know that.
Especially not in this day.
You know what I'm saying? And you can think about the stuff you deal with in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Day to day. Now imagine living with somebody. Now you got to pay bills with that person. You know what I'm saying? You got all this stuff that makes it harder and harder for you to get away from in the first place.
Bro.
I don't know. Again, like you said, women don't think about that, bro. They think about themselves and what they can get out of it. They don't always reciprocate that energy and wonder why the man cheat.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We're gonna play a little bit more because I need to hear it in full totality before I can just get into my whole take.
Would I call it pressure per se? Not necessarily pressure.
It is pressure. But you don't want to say it's pressure. What about being engaged?
You might have felt pressure.
What about being engaged?
There was no pressure behind it.
I said, we don't got to rush to get married. You said, I don't want to be engaged longer than a year.
That's pressure.
Crickets.
That's me voicing my opinion about it.
Sounds like pressure to me. So you say you want to be engaged, I get engaged. You say you want to be married within a year. We do that. We get married, then you make it seem like sex is a chore to your husband. Once again, I ask the question, why do women who push forth monogamy on the man they're dating then get overwhelmed with that man who tries to provide that monogamy to you? Why do you get upset when we're trying to be what you want us to be? You don't want me to be with no one else, right? Right? I'm asking. This is a serious question.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't want me to be with no one else.
Absolutely.
So if I decide that all this testosterone I have, I want to give to you, why is this so overwhelming now? This is what you asked for.
Again, 26 and 27-year-old Kadeen was like, okay, here's the natural succession of life.
Well, she be dodging.
You graduate, you're working, you meet somebody, you guys are dating. You want children.
Yes.
I want children.
Yes.
We don't want to wait too long or too late to have children.
Yes.
Though now a lot of
Fairy
people are waiting
tale, like
until
I
their
said.
30s to have children.
And I understand why.
And we at that time felt like, well, we're doing everything in this natural succession that the forces that be have given us this timeline. However, I did not realize that after having children, after, career changes, all of the turbulences that we've been through in life, that was going to have a direct effect on my sex drive.
Okay, she spoke on, again, just like I said a little earlier, the timeline of how she thought her life should go. Again, listening to what she said, what did y'all hear in regards to how that man was feeling in the relationship? Or how did she factor in his opinion?
Nothing at all. She
Ever.
ain't factor in none of that. She ain't factor in none of that. You could tell by when she started explaining shit. We went through this, we went through that, we went through this. If you going through it, don't you think he going through it too?
Right.
Y'all going through the same shit at the same time.
But it's just the unmitigated selfishness that's just disgusting to me. I saw my life going this way.
Yes.
I wanted to be
Yes.
married at a certain time.
Yes.
I wanted to have kids at this time. I wanted to Where's the we in this shit? Ain't marriage we?
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a partnership.
She wasn't thinking about the we until he got to beating on that body. You know what I'm saying? When he starting to beating on that body too much and she getting overwhelmed, because women get overwhelmed with a lot of shit, bro. It could be for us, it'd be the most simplest shit. For them, it's the most outlandish shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, fuck all that shit, let me beat on that body.
Another thing stuck out to me.
Like, no.
She talking about, okay, when she started listing all these things, I wanted to be married by this day. I wanted to have kids by this day. These are the things societal pressure is putting on us. That's your first fucking mistake. Hold on, wait a minute.
That's real.
Societal pressure, external opinions, external pressure shouldn't have no goddamn bearance on how you run your relationship. That's the thing. And at 26 years old, you should know that. You're not 19. You're not 18.
18, 19.
You do
You're not none of that shit.
You do what works for your relationship,
Facts.
yours. If you doing it the right way. But again, it's not about them. It's about her. Because let's just be honest here. Women most times when they get married, it ain't got shit to do with the man. It's about the time clock that's in their head.
Yep.
It's about having the wedding that they want to buy.
Yep.
It's about wearing the ring that they want to show off.
Have the kids, but when they want to have them.
It ain't got shit to do with him. Like, think about how much influence or how much decision making do the man got in the whole wedding process? Little to none.
His tux.
That's about it. And shit, barely that.
Cause she picks the
She
colors.
picks the color.
Right. That's what so the whole dynamics of this shit. And she just laid it out perfectly. Because what she did was she didn't even realize what she was doing, which he didn't call her on, which I get because you married to her, you don't want to, you know what I mean? I understand. But if it was outside of that, he would have called her out on her. But goddamn, that sounds extremely selfish. At what point did you factor in what I wanted in this situation? Because if we talking, like, you should be factoring in what I want. But no, you didn't. What you wanted to do was you wanted to take me off of the market, get me away from these hoes, and then try to finagle me in whatever way that fits your agenda.
Tried to fit me into your life.
Right.
Which is fucked up.
And that's why y'all having the issues that y'all having in regards to sex. You knew what that man's sex drive was before you got into there. You did. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you didn't care. He just gonna have to bend to whatever it is that I want because I got him now. So for him to get out of this marriage, it's gonna cost him, not me.
That's real. That's real.
Most women know that.
They know that.
And that's why they be so pressed to get you married.
Most women already know if a nigga want out the marriage, he gonna have to pay her something.
And he in the league.
Especially if he got money like he does. Especially if you got a little bit of money, you trying to keep your ends. They already know. Once I got you, in order for you to leave me, you gonna have to give me a piece of what's yours.
But shit, even everyday niggas, you know what I'm saying? They still making 75, 80, whatever it is. Like,
Oh yeah, they
making just that, and they trying to take something from that.
Right.
It's like, damn, you don't want a nigga to make it.
That's real, and a nigga got to put up with all that, and she still thinking about her damn self.
Yeah, that's nothing too. I don't think women realize they don't have as much to lose as we do in relationships when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? We lose a way lot more, especially after divorce and all that other shit.
I think
child
they do.
support, all that good stuff.
They do now.
And use it against us.
That's what I'm saying.
I get it.
And that's why they make the decisions they make.
That's true.
Just like that. For her to say, again, this is the blueprint. That's why I love this clip so much. Because what she did without even realizing it is just laid out how selfish most of these women are.
Everything was me.
I saw my life going this way, that way. But it ain't got shit to do with him. And the thing is again, when you fall into a situation like that, say for instance, you know, we spoke about earlier in this podcast about false advertising before you cuff a dude. It's the same way. It's like, okay, I'm going to do what I got to do because I guarantee you the amount of sex that she giving him now wasn't what she was giving him in that talking stage, or else he would not have married her.
Straight up.
That's real.
There's a reason why he married her.
Period. Because a lot of women say, oh, well, he knew what her sex drive was. No, the hell he didn't. She was advertising some different shit when they was talking. And when they, you know what I'm saying? But when they got married, she felt like, okay, I got him. So now I can slap. Now I can do what I want to do.
I can do what I want to do.
They're going to put the blame back on him.
Right. Because
it's going to be some type of reason for her to fall off.
What is he not doing? This, that, and third. But then she just admitted to, okay, I didn't factor in how I would be feeling when I have kids, or how I would be feeling when my career takes a hold, or how I would be feeling this, that, and the third. How did you not factor that in? Everybody that has been married has gone through those same issues. Everybody. What the hell did you thought you was gonna be different?
Yep. And you 26 years old, so you didn't see, you know, friends that done been married and been through this shit, been divorced and all this shit. So come on, bro.
But that's the thing.
All that is excuses.
That's what I'm saying. And it's just like what O said. Men are way more calculated. That's why we hesitate to get into that long-term shit like that.
Because we know what the shit come with.
And we factoring in everything. Are we ready?
Single thing.
Are we ready to deal with this drop-off?
Yep.
And then on top of that, is she ready? Is she ready?
I think part of it is our fault too, though, because, you know, we as men, naturally, we want to go after the woman we want, stuff like that. So we're going to do things to impress her and get her and things like that. But then we get trapped into that. You know what I'm saying? And because we like them, because we care for them, because those feelings grow, you start doing more and more. And then there are times when they'll take advantage of that.
Right.
Sometimes they know it, sometimes they don't. But still, when you still voice yourself, they still don't understand where we're coming from.
But a good woman will make sure you
absolutely
goddamn taken care of at all times.
Absolutely,
a good woman will.
See, which is what's so crazy about the vid, because you can hear the regret in his voice. Which, going off what you said, you're right. It is his fault because he just said that, okay, you wanted to get married within a year. I wasn't comfortable with that, but I did it
for you.
You wanted monogamy. I wasn't comfortable with that at the time, but I did it.
Yep.
It's that type of shit to where you should have stepped in and said, you know what, hey, you want to get married in a year, or hey, you want to live, whoa, I ain't really feeling living together. Hey, I ain't really feeling getting married in a year. And you should have stood on that.
But you
as a man. But you love her.
Yep.
You don't want to lose her. Yep. So you bend and do certain things. And now you trapped in that relationship to where she not meeting your sex drive. Now you got terrible decisions to make. Yep. And you got lose decisions to make.
And on top of that, she denying all allegations.
And that's the...
she really denied. Hey, he telling her, like, that's the problem. Like, they be wanting the real. The nigga was giving her the real.
Absolute real.
And she was ducking.
This is my side. How you going to tell me no from my side?
She was ducking.
And then
she
it goes
trying
back.
to change the conversation.
Damn, just deflecting so smooth.
I didn't pressure you into getting married. That ain't what we talking about here. He had to go to that conversation. But since we talking about that, you didn't pressure me into getting married. That nigga had to flip that on. Like, come on, baby. Come on.
Yeah, I didn't pressure you into marriage. I just gave you an ultimatum that I was going to leave if you didn't do what I say do.
Mm-hmm. So what's that?
That's pressure.
I'm just saying.
That's pressure. It's no way around. And again, I get why you didn't press her Y'all married. You don't want to. You know what I mean? I understand. Do what you got to do, big dog. If nobody else get it, I get it. I'm married. I understand. Sometimes you gotta just, all right, you got it. To just move past shit.
Straight up.
But real niggas that was watching, we already knew what time it was.
I know you was hurting. We know.
You know what I'm saying? So on that note,
disrespected and slighted.
Period, bro. And it's just like, damn, like a lot of these women be so goddamn selfish, bro. And then it puts you in a bad position. Just like he asked her, he said, so you do want me to not go fuck with nobody else, right? Right? So why won't you meet me where I need you to meet me at? I'm doing everything that you ask of me.
And then you know what's crazy? If he do divorce her, or any man, if you do divorce,
He gonna be a trash ass nigga.
You be a dog.
He gonna be a trash ass.
You be the trash nigga, bro.
Straight
because of his needs. He trash because of his needs.
No, but because of what she asked for. You heard him, huh?
That's what I'm saying.
You asked for this.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because they don't match.
Bro, like, come on, bro. It's a lose-lose situation for us, dog.
Yeah, I was sitting there looking at that shit. I was just appalled at just the amount of deflection and the amount of dodge and accountability. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that she acknowledged,
like Wonder Woman with them damn
I mean, damn. But it's just like, but again, that's a microcosm for what a lot of dudes deal with. And damn marriage, we talking about just relationships in general. Just getting cuffed. You dealing with similar things. People be false advertised. Don't get me wrong. Men do the same thing too. We not going to completely just get rid of us in that situation. Because it's a lot of dudes that be super romantic in the talking stage and he buying flowers every day and he doing this and doing that, then get married and he just be like, well, shit, I'm chilling.
Yep.
That happens. We ain't going to sit here and act like that don't.
That's real.
But on the opposite end, it happens on that opposite end as well. And y'all need to cop to that. A lot of women won't cop to that, bro. Or they'll say, okay, I'm doing it because you not doing this. No, it ain't always what that man not doing. Sometimes your ass just done got complacent. And you know that it's going to be way harder for him to leave that relationship than it is for you, especially in a marriage.
Yep.
Because more times than not, when a marriage ends, who get penalized more?
Men all the time.
It's a fact. It's no way around that, bro. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, and I'm more than willing to debate any woman that want to debate this. Please reach out to me, because I got a lot of shit to say on it.
Most men lose it all when they divorce a woman.
Facts. Period. You giving up something.
I'm talking house he been paying for 15 years, be coming straight from his account. They don't care about that. They don't care nothing about that. Goddamn. Then on top of that, he got to pay child support.
Child support, alimony, house, cars, different things like that.
She keep the nicest car. And he got to go start off at an apartment. Because when you get a divorce, both of y'all credits take a shot. That's what a lot of niggas don't know. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all credits take a hit. Now he got to start over. He can't even get a house now. He got to go get an apartment. Like, come on, bro.
That's the thing, bro. Just do what you do in the talking state. If you feel like, you know that you can't or you can't uphold what you're doing in that talking stage. If you can't uphold that, you should not be asking for no monogamy. You should not be asking for no marriage. You should not be asking for no serious relationship, because that's what I'm going to expect from you from this day until the end of this shit.
From the sleeves, y'all should be giving a nigga a hall pass at least twice a year. If you ain't gonna hold up to it, be real with yourself.
That's real though.
Would you rather your man cheat on you behind your back with all sorts of different type of hoes, or you say, hey, bro, look, I know you like this here, look.
And I can't meet those needs.
Exactly. Hey, you got 2 hall passes. You know what I'm saying? 2 hall passes, do what the fuck you want to do a year. You know what I'm saying? Just don't disrespect me with the third. A nigga gonna respect you more, you do that. And they gonna abide by that code. You get what I'm saying? I got 2 hall passes. Hey, man, I might be out of town. I hit something. Goddamn me. I may be out of town again. I hit something later on during the year. I'm cool. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of women, they ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna be real with themselves to say, hey, man, I know I ain't gonna meet that. I don't want to get pounded on every day, man. Look, fuck all that. And they gonna let a nigga starve out there. Nigga, you better jack off or something.
And this is what women don't realize, too. Men, biologically, our testosterone levels are through the roof.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So naturally, we want that. You know what I'm saying? We want sex. You know what I'm saying? We naturally want that. I don't want to call it aggression. It ain't really aggression. It's just like built up tension, I guess you'd call it. You know what I'm saying?
Testosterone.
We got to release it. You know what I'm saying? And women don't have that problem. You know what I'm saying? They testosterone, they don't have, they got a lot of estrogen, which makes them emotional. So, like, if they were to have, matter of fact, if y'all check out Rebecca Lynn Pope, she even said she got a little small testosterone boost. She said she got like 1/10 of a man's shot. And when she got that, it was for, I forgot what she needed it for, but she got that And she said she just was horny all over her, man. It was just like,
true.
It just like, ooh, and she just wanted to grab him. She was like, the smallest stuff her husband did, he would bend over. She wanted to touch him, his shirt off. Like, it's stuff like that women don't realize naturally, biologically, that's just in us. And if you are my woman, I want to touch on you. I want to feel on you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to grab my wife every time I see
Every
them.
time. But for some reason, they, I don't want to be touched right now. Okay, cool. I'm going to go to somebody that want to be touched on.
And that's a problem.
And that's a problem.
That's where the problem start. That's where the
problem start.
Come on, new age women, man. We need y'all to break this curse of these ragged ass women.
That shit not happening, bro. Because it's all ego involved, bro. It ain't about what works best for us. It's about what works best for me. And you out here fucking other women, even though I know I can't please you the way that I want to.
Yep. Still.
Or the way that you want to.
I still want you to act right.
I still want you in my box. Yes. I don't want you available to nothing else. I don't want you getting the pleasure that you out here looking for if I can't give it to you. And I know I can't. That's just complete selfishness, bro.
That's blatant selfishness.
And then on top of it, in a situation like that, even in that interview, she didn't say, okay, well, I'm gonna try to do better about this. I'm going forward. I'm gonna try to do. She didn't say that. She said, well, if I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't be in this situation. So what that means is that this shit ain't getting no better. What she's saying,
stay the same, baby.
Period. It's gonna stay the same. And if you want something different or you want to get your needs met, you're gonna have to divorce me, and it's gonna be penalties involved.
You know what's crazy?
Is what it is.
I think from her tone, she think if she let him do that to go get what he want, she gonna lose him to another female.
Well, that's a fact. That's a fact. But her ego and pride is not letting that happen regardless. You can see how just arrogant she is. Mm-hmm. Just arrogant. Like the only thing that she copped to, if I'm not mistaken, was when he said, I can't remember, but it wasn't even nothing that was like, as far as like taking accountability for me, like me doing wrong. She didn't admit to me doing wrong. She admit to like, okay, if I just misjudged or I didn't, if I would knew then what I know now, I wouldn't be in this or I would have reevaluated. So it's okay, but you do know now, and y'all been married 10 years. So what are you gonna do going forward to fix it? She didn't have no answer to that.
And he's talking about it right now, so it's still a problem.
Hell yeah, it is.
That day, if she had fixed it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? That ain't changing.
Bro. And she was super defensive.
That ain't changing. She said her
way.
She's
stuck in that.
She's stuck in her way.
It ain't gonna get no better. But you know what's gonna happen? He gonna cheat, and she gonna find out he cheating, and she gonna look at him like the worst nigga in the world. I can't believe you did. Why would you? How could you?
Nah, he not.
Because they've been married 10 years. They got 3 kids together. So now she gonna throw all that in his face. You willing to sacrifice your whole family? This, that, and that.
Yes, because you wouldn't come off that ass.
And we look like the bad guy when we do things like that.
Right.
It's in a lose-lose situation.
And when you go to the divorce lawyers, they gonna say you the bad guy.
Yep.
Straight up.
That's just the life men live out here, man.
And then y'all wonder why men are so hesitant to get married. That's why.
Your Honor,
that's why.
We walk a Tetris line.
That's why.
That's what we walk.
Because you gotta look at it. What do he have to gain in that situation? He providing the whole lifestyle. Again, this is an ex-NFL player. He's rich. He's providing the whole lifestyle that y'all living, and you can't even meet him where he need to be sex-wise.
That's it. It's simple. Men are real simple creatures.
Come on, man.
Men are real simple. You wouldn't even have to work. That's just dead on. A man can make 50, 60,000, whatever. You don't have to work. If he's taking care of business, as long as you take care of home, giving him sex like you're supposed to, I ain't even saying you got to cook all the time. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure the house is taken care of and he's taken care of when he gets home from work. Simple stuff like that, and you wouldn't have no issue. But the problem is a lot of women not picking up their slack on the back end. I feel like that's what it's come down to at today. Women are asking for a whole lot and not giving as near as much as what they're asking.
A whole little.
Straight up. Which is why, again, when we just asked that question, when we post that video online, I ain't hear one woman respond. It was about, okay, if this man paying all the bills, where's your money going? We didn't hear one response. Okay, and okay, you saying trips and savings, right? So if we together 5 to 10 years, don't work out, we go our separate ways. All your money been going into savings. Do I get half of that savings?
No, damn well.
Hell no.
You know.
So again, I ask, we not contributing the same shit to the situation. But yet and still, you still feel entitled to make that man do what you want him to do. Just like the girl in the video. If you look in her eyes, you can see the entitlement in her eyes. You can see it in her body language. You can see it. Okay, whatever. I made the mistake. It is what it is. But nigga, you here, I got you now.
She done made 10 years. Come on, bro.
He ain't going nowhere.
Come on, bro.
And she know that.
I care less what that prenup said, bro. She got some money in there.
Selfish, bro. Is no way right. That's my take. That's my summary. My one word summary. Selfishness. Yeah. And he not the only one got it. It's a lot of men out here that got to deal with that, bro. And all we ask is just maintain, because the whole reason he married you for what you was doing in the talking stage. Mm-hmm. If you knew you could not uphold that, we are adults. I'm 26, 27. By that age, you know who you are. We ain't talking about 18, 19. 26, 27, you know who you are. You know what you're capable of providing.
You know who you gonna be.
So if I'm expecting this and you feel like you can't deliver that, let me go. But they won't do that.
Or be real with yourself.
Or be real.
Be real with yourself. Hey, baby, look. I know I ain't ready to do this later on. Look, hey, I'll give you about 2-3 hall passes. Do what you want. I don't want to know. Don't let it get back to me and all this type of shit there. And it's good.
And then even on top of that, say for instance, he wake up tomorrow and be like, hey, look, man, I just, this shit is too much for me.
He ain't feeling it no more.
I'm not feeling this no more. I want to go do other things. Do you think she gonna let him walk?
Oh, you already know she ain't letting that walk.
No, knowing that you can't meet him where he need to be, do you think she gonna let him walk?
Ain't no way.
Never.
Case closed.
I need some of that.
No further questions.
I need some of that cash before you leave.
No, she ain't gonna. No, for real though, she ain't gonna try to let him walk.
Straight up.
And if it come down to that, that's when it's gonna get ugly. I need that cash.
Like, all right, well, bet then. Let me go get on these hoes. Or you give me that ass.
Not gonna happen.
And it's not.
Not gonna happen. So
damn, man.
That's why I like my woman how I like my woman. I say it off top because I don't want to deal with them issues when we get down the line. That's just what it is.
Fair. It's fair. Because sex is super important in a relationship. And that's the thing. A lot of women don't really understand. Just like O keeps saying, they don't understand how important that is to us, bro. Like, all you got to do is just stay loyal and just maintain the sex drive that we want you to maintain. That man gonna take care of you like nothing else in this world. It's women out here that ain't working. And niggas that ain't even rich that's married to him. And he's still taking care of everything because she taking care of her end on the back end. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm leaving my house and I'm feeling unfulfilled and I feel like I'm giving you everything that you asking of me, everything you asking me to do, I'm doing. But you can't meet me there? What the hell am I doing in this situation to begin with?
Disrespectful. You are disrespectful.
That's why the girls at Taco Bell, McDonald's, Target, HEB, Walmart, all of them, that's why they be having men. Because they take care of home. Straight up. They some hard-working women.
They get right off at 2 a.m. Hey, boy, you ain't up, I'm going to wake you up. You going to get this.
They take care of home. And they wonder. But anyway, that's another story for another day.
Yeah.
Man, next topic, man. Let's go, man.